Brews and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt. My name is Lou Belgians, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering,
Does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
Cheers!
I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang, bang. At the snap of my fingers, I'm fine.
what up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Happy to feel. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. This is episode 244 of Bruising Banter Podcast, and we do have a special guest host with us this afternoon, this morning, this evening. Say hello to Andy from Being Black and Craft.
If she does well, she may replace Yoda at an ad hoc state.
Well, I mean, I have been the addition. Y'all just don't want to claim me, but it's okay.
You have been talking that for like 4 years now. But now we're here.
Yeah, I finally made it.
Yeah. All right, before we get into it, you always like to know what everybody's drinking on. So, what are we drinking today? And Andy, what are you drinking on today?
So this is from Denton County Brewing Company. I just went there recently to brew the Being Black is Beautiful Volume 2. And this one I'm having is called a Small Town Quad, which is a session Belgian quad, 8%. And I've had it before, so I will definitely have another. It's nice and boozy and it's delicious.
All right, so pass you another, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You said Denton Brewery?
Yes, Denton County Brewery Company.
That's what it's called. Okay. Did they are they local to you?
About 30 minutes away from me.
Okay. What's the can look like?
Ooh.
Or the bottle or whatever it was in?
Can you see it?
Nope, because you got your background blurred.
I'm sorry. There we go.
No, you gotta put it in front of your face almost.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. There you go. That's perfect.
There we go. We can see the quad. I can read quad.
Yeah, this one is good.
Yeah. And what would the ABV on that again? You said
8%.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh man. Oh, oof.
That's why the cigar is here.
I got you. Yeah.
Hold on. That's why the cigar is there. The cigar cuts the alcohol for you?
Mm-hmm.
See, nah.
It's gonna mellow it out because I still have to go to the parentals, and I need to be able to be mellowed out. So I have that in water. So y'all not gonna get me all boozed up.
Uh-huh.
See, me drinking a cigar and drinking an 8% beer, it would elevate anything that 8% alcohol could do. So that's interesting. The body chemistry of different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be told. Maybe it's because when I smoke cigars and drinking, and it really takes me over the edge. I'm drinking the alcohol infused cigar. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not.
Maybe.
Okay.
And then it also depends on what type of cigar you have. So right now, I need to give my plug for this is a Drew Estate Shade.
Okay.
So this is a nice light cigar. So it's still, giving me where I need to be without going overboard. Now, if I had another type of cigar, a Nica Rustica, I ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So it depends on the type of smoke or cigar to go with the yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you
yeah,
for the
yeah.
education. I'm still not smoking anything with alcohol involved.
Man.
I know my body too well.
Oh, there
Ah,
you go. Well, that's all you need
Yeah.
to know. Um,
Yeah. But
all
cheers
right,
to
Lee, what
that
you
those
drinking
that
on?
can. I am drinking on I went to back to my home state to Delaware, Dewey Beer Co. Secret Machine, of course. The Berry Bounty this time. Gotta see that can. The Berry Bounty is 7% alcohol by volume. It is a fruit smoothie beer. Double raspberry, double strawberry. This is different than the ones I usually have. It still looks the same. There's bruising banter right there, and there's what it looks like in the glass. Very, very pink in color because of raspberries and strawberries. Very fruit forward, but this time I taste more beer, more booze. I'm not sure if that's because of the fruit or what. I'm still going to pass me another. It's don't forget if you do buy any secret machine because it is a fruit smoothie beer, you want to store it upside down until you drink it, and then shake it gently or roll it gently before you pour, because it's going to have sediment at the bottom or in it. But it's delicious, man. It's still delicious, even though it tastes more alcohol forward than they normally do. I still would drink another one, and I'm gonna have another one in a couple of more weeks to show y'all, probably.
Same one, or you mean another? Secret
You know,
Machine?
they come out with a different one. Like I probably never
Yeah.
get this one ever again. Yeah, so I only buy one at a time or two. You know, but I always buy a different flavor. I don't never buy the same flavor, like two or three cans of it.
So you like the
Be-
series?
I do because they very rarely remake the same flavor, and because of that, I rather just try all the flavors rather than stock up on one.
Gotcha. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Rob, what you
All right.
drinking?
I'm actually drinking. I guess this is one of. I think this is one of the beers you gave me. It's the
Oh,
winter
nice.
ale from
Yeah, that was good. I hope you
RAR.
like it. I hope you like it.
It's 5.6%. It's a winter ale, even though it's springtime now. But hey,
it's winter somewhere.
yeah.
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
they got some spicy notes to it, which is what winter ale that some of them cloves or I don't know the spices that you think about in winter in terms of like if you had a mulled wine or something like that. Some of those spices are in there. There's the color in my little taster glass.
Very cute. I like the taster glass.
Me too. Me too. I'm a fan. I'm always a fan of the taster glass.
Yeah, so I enjoy it. It's not too heavy. It's like I said, 5.5%. I mean 5.6. They're out of Cambridge, Maryland. I like majority of their beers. They do a sour that a lot of people like too. I think like do not disturb or something like that.
Yeah, that's what made me. That's what made me pick up the winter ale when I seen it still on the shelves. I'm like, let me get that.
Yeah.
What just the question. What would you rank it compared to other winter bit style beers if you can remember?
I don't know. I think that it's on par. They have some of the same flavor profiles in terms of because
They make them with most of the same spices.
yeah, that kind of sounds like it. Kind of tastes like
Okay.
what it is. Like it, I don't. I mean, I've seen some that are a little heavier in some of the ingredients because, and I don't know, that's what they were going for. But this one is not bad. I don't mind it at all. So I'll pass me another. I don't know if I would drink a lot of them, but
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
winter ales are not really my go-to beers. So I guess I would say that. Like, hey,
Something
let
to
me get
start with or something to end with, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, hey, yeah, it's if somebody put it in the cooler and gave it to me, I wouldn't be like, nah, put that back. I'll drink it, but it wouldn't be my first grab. But it's good. So shout out to I never know. Are they RAR or RAR?
Because raw sounds wild, doesn't it? Literally.
We have
We've asked them that, and I think
something called
I
raw
found out.
before. Yeah, we have a company called RAR, RAHR, RAR. So it could be RAR.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see calling it RAR, calling it RAR too, but I don't know if it's sometimes it seems like it could be RAR as well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I gotta find out. Maybe that's just people's initials, and that's what they that's what they came up with. RAR Brewing. And then I think that I asked this question before when I went see them at one of the beer fest in Maryland. I think I forgot what they told
Just
me.
over, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah.
I might have been like 7, 8, 10 beers deep.
Of course. I have a question for y'all since we were on the winter ale. Do you guys, and you're drinking it in the spring, Rob, do you guys like participate in that we can only drink this type of style during this type of season? Like shandies in the summertime, stouts in the wintertime? Will you drink a wintertime stout in the summertime?
Absolutely not.
Whenever the beer is available, I'm gonna drink it.
Right.
Good. Okay.
If I get a stout, I mean, I'm surprised that I don't have a stout because that's usually my best pairing for cigars. But yeah, shandies, I mean, that's to me that's all year round. Everything is all year round if I want it.
I agree. Yeah. Whatever the taste buds want, it don't matter what time of year. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm not a seasonal beer drinker, but I tend to drink seasonally though.
Yeah. You don't want to be, but you are. Like, let me get this stout. It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's I think maybe during a bottle share when someone's trying to get rid of their shit. It's like, oh, I got all these winter, seasonals. Let me go ahead and it's April. Let me go ahead and get this before they go bad. So,
and I think it tends to be like in the winter time, on the summertime. I should do it, and a 15% stout. I just can't. I can't do it. So I'm trying to be out in this sun.
Right. Trying to get your vitamin D, and you can't with a 15% stout.
Right.
Well,
so I think that's where it is.
You can't do that in Texas because when we have a bottle share, especially if it's something that I'm doing,
you're gonna have some stouts.
You're gonna have some stouts. You're gonna have some liquor too. You're gonna have liquor in the trunk. You gotta get with the program.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if I'm going to a bottle share, I know I ain't got shit to do later. So that might be.
That's true. That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
okay.
That's true.
Right, like,
But also, why are you going for the 15% stout in the summertime or the wintertime when you could get a nice 7 or 8%?
There.
You fucking alcoholics.
you tend to find more high stouts year round than you do like this. It's funny because you would think you would find more of the breakfast stouts, the 6%, the 5%. Yeah, I mean you can go get Guinness, but you would think you would find those more, but you find them mostly around St. Patrick's Day, and then they be good,
and then they come back for stout season.
Yeah.
So you saying more of the imperial versions are coming out off season?
I've seen because
I wonder what that research. I wonder why.
Maybe because they're barrel aged, and so it's like, hey, we got to this year or 2 year, and it's time to uncork it. I guess I don't know.
I know you're guessing, but that's a good guess. That's a good guess.
Can I tell y'all something? It's probably a bad thing.
Definitely tell us.
I'm not into Guinness.
Oh, that's not a bad thing.
I can't do it.
I think like Blue Moon and Guinness are like the closest thing to like commercial beer that we have to craft. But you're a craft beer drinker. You don't have to like Guinness.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to like nothing. You know what I mean? You get a chance to like what you like. If somebody yucks your yum on that you don't like Guinness, like just leave me alone.
And I guess I just don't understand the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But do you care that she don't like it?
No, I don't.
Yeah, but I think that's a thing. Like, oh, everybody who likes beer or likes stouts has to like Guinness. Like, isn't it? There's probably 100 stouts that you don't like.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of stouts that come through that you like. Oh, or for me, sour beers are just like, this is not a good beer to me. But it's not. People may love it.
Like Guinness doesn't taste like other stouts that you would taste. It doesn't taste like stouts at like some of your local breweries. They're the different It might be. I don't know what it is, but there definitely is a different. You could tell the difference between a Guinness and like, hey, you just start at your local brewery.
So
Okay.
Fun fact: there is a Nigerian version of Guinness.
Oh, really?
And I just learned about that maybe like a week ago. And I would be tempted because she said it's the lady that is, I guess, maybe one of the brewers or part of the company that's making it. She said that it is more creamy than the U.S. Guinness. And I've heard that the Ireland Guinness is totally different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait and maybe either I'll probably be more apt to get the Nigerian Guinness than the Ireland. But yeah, I think
now I feel like you got to get all three of them and have a taste test.
Hey,
yeah.
Somebody want to send me some Ireland Guinness and some Nigerian Guinness?
Now, is it actually from Guinness, the company in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that's just like all international companies, their flavor profiles be different. Like McDonald's be selling like spaghetti in different places where they'll never sell spaghetti in America. I think it's just, I feel like I never would have thought about that for Guinness. I wonder like if Budweiser does the same thing.
Probably, or just like Crown Royal. I was talking, my side hustle. So I was at work, like doing some tequila, and this gentleman, he was talking about Crown Royal. He said he Canada, and they only have just a regular Crown Royal. They don't have like the black. He's like, I wanted Crown Royal Black. He was like, we don't know. They don't know what the hell he was talking about. They don't have all those different, like the peach. They don't have none of that at all.
I wonder if can he bring it home?
Yeah, I'm sure he could. Just
okay.
The regular.
It ain't a smuggle. It's not a smuggle situation. It's just I gotta declare it type of thing. Okay.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting that they cater to us with all these different the blackberries, the peaches, the caramels, and all this stuff, different stuff. But it was like, no, we don't need all the extra shit. We just want regular.
But that's crazy though. I think there's a niche in every like he wants it. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's probably like another million Canadians that would be like, I'll buy it. I'll buy a bottle of that peach shit. I don't like Crown Royal though.
You don't? Man, I don't know if I still got a whole bottle I never even opened. So
so you don't like it either. You definitely don't like it.
Right. I bought one because it was so much hype and it had dust on it. I said, let me give this to somebody that want this.
Did you taste it? You never even cracked it open?
It was still had the plastic on it.
Yeah, I think the bags. I think the bags was a great marketing tool, but I don't know if Crown Royal really is good. We don't have Yoda on the podcast. He's probably the Crown Royal connoisseur of the four of us.
Right.
But,
he was like, "Ooh, the blackberry is hitting."
Yeah, and like you know what else is weird is like my sister. She lives in Georgia, and she called me when peach came out and was like, "There ain't no more peach down here. They not making no more." Like we haven't seen it in like 6 months. And I just went to like the local liquor store and was like, how many bottles do you want? She was like, that's crazy. I'm like, Georgia is the peach capital. But like I always say, Delaware was the first peach capital. But that's neither here nor there. It's weird that they wouldn't have it in Georgia. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Look that up. That actually is true. Delaware used to be the biggest export of peaches. And then South Carolina and Georgia got warmer temperatures, so they could do peaches longer.
All right. Well, yeah, that's normally how it works. I mean, that's why the warmer climates now are getting imported more because they can produce it all year round. It's not like you gotta stop.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not mad at I would say I'm not mad at the apple Crown Royal. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay.
Do you mix it or drink it straight?
Oh, I don't drink anything straight.
What do you mix it with then, Rob?
Well, no, I've drink whiskey straight. So I've had like Uncle Nearest, I've had that straight.
Okay.
But no, man, I mix it with either ginger ale or Coke.
And what about you, Ange? What do you mix your Crown Royal with?
A zero, an empty glass. I don't drink it.
Well, okay. What's your alcoholic drink of choice then?
So bourbon. So I'm a Eagle Rare girl.
Eagle Wear. That sounds like something you buy at Abercrombie. Is what is Eagle Wear? Is a liquor, alcohol?
It's a bourbon, Eagle
Gotcha.
Rare.
Okay, Eagle Rare. I thought you
Rare,
said Eagle
sorry.
Wear. Gotcha.
It's my southern accent. I'm so sorry.
You're such a cowboy. Pew pew.
Right. Eagle Rare.
See what I did? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a really good smooth bourbon that I was with some cigar friends and I'm just like, yeah, I'll drink, but do y'all got some Sprite or some Coke or something? And I was with some dudes and they were like, no, you are gonna man up and drink this straight. And they was like, you're gonna do this. And I tasted, I was like, this is not bad by itself. And so I drank it straight and enjoyed it. And that kind of set me on a journey not to add anything to my liquors until I tasted it. And so now I find myself having something neat or with maybe like a splash of water to kind of open it up. But that's about it. Like the thing that I poured was this bourbon, which is Oak and Eden. Let me put it by my face. Oak and Eden, which is in Cabernet.
Now don't put it by your face. Put it on your face and then close to the camera like that. And then move. Yeah, there you. No, not at all. Not at all. We see all your. We just see your fingers.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I can't tell because it seems like this is delayed.
Yeah, I did. I can see. It's
Yeah.
I can't see at all, but that's fine.
Yeah, so it's like a little. It's in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels, and it's delicious. It has really good legs on it. If you twist your liquor,
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What's legs?
When you twist your liquor in a glass, you can see a coating. And the quicker or the longer that it slides down, that's the length of its legs.
That's like a lace. That's like beer lacing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's called what legs? It's called legs for. And is it just for bourbon or is it for all
and
other
wine.
Bourbon and wine?
I wonder if they barreled their bourbon in a wine barrel, right? Know what I'm saying? I wonder if they barrel wine in a bourbon barrel.
I'm sure somebody's doing it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes.
Because I never even thought about that. Like, why wouldn't you barrel bourbon in a bourbon barrel? But I guess if you got a wine barrel, try it out. Let's see what it tastes like.
Had a Merlot that was in bourbon barrels, and it's absolutely delicious.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, a nice dark. Yeah, okay.
Now, was the bourbon barrel or the wine barrel bourbon? Is that the same bourbon that you're speaking of that you drunk straight for the first time, or is this a different one?
No, this is something totally different.
Okay.
I just I had got tired of drinking rum and stuff like that. I said, you know what? I haven't had a bottle of wine in a long time, and I saw that bourbon barrel, and I was like, oh, I'm doing what I want, but keeping with what I like.
Exactly. You just modified it. You're still drinking your wine, but you add a little bourbon in it. That's I like that. I like hybrid. I like hybrid. I like hybrid. I like a good hybrid.
I would have to taste that because I don't like Merlot, but I think with a hinge of bourbon, I think that might
do it for you. So Rob, would you want the wine in the bourbon barrel?
Yeah.
You would want the Merlot in the bourbon barrel. Gotcha.
Y'all have Total Wine, right?
Yeah.
That's where I bought it from. So it was like maybe $10.
Oh, that sounds like it's in a plastic bottle. That's all right.
It's not. No. You don't have to buy expensive for it to be good. That's
true. And it could still be $10 and in a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
It'll still be delicious in a plastic bottle. Like unbreakable is a thing. Like nobody wants a drunk to break the glass. I think all liquor bottles should be in plastic bottles. It just makes sense. But it's I guess the liquor store don't care, or the liquor man don't care. If you break the bottle, that's on you.
Right. You break,
But
you
yeah.
buy.
Well, they always say, one plastic can emit a lot of different things in the thing. That's why
Facts.
they go with
Compared
the
to
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
glass.
I also
Um,
think a lot of it has to do with if you break it, you
you
already
buy
bought it. So, so that's
Okay.
it for you. Them plastic bottles last. Like, I don't care what you admitting in there. I still got all my liquor when I dropped it.
And get your
yeah,
ass out of my store.
yeah. Well, before we get too far out, we did the group of us. We did head out to uh, Lewis for at Crooked Hammock for the 302 Beer Drinkers Awards last Sunday, and we had a good time. So we wanted to thank Crooked Hammock for having us out there. It was a good time, and congratulations to all the award winners. Wilmington Brew Works won fan favorite beer for their Hazy Tings. It was a combination of one of their sours and their IPAs that they mixed together and came in with a very nice. It was delicious.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. First State won for best brewery booth, which was confectionate.
Yeah, they had
Baking.
cookies. They had cookies and cakes and all types of. There's a bakery over there to pair with their beer. So they basically had a beer pairing at their
See, that would
station.
make me sugar
Yeah.
shock. I'd be like, woo.
Yes,
That would take me over.
And they had
they
the
want
most
they.
unique beer too. Right?
Yeah, they had the most unique beer as well. Yep, yep. And then I think the another award volunteer won best costume. There was a costume party as well, so you had the option of dressing up as your favorite costume. And I think the actual patrons, they had a costume party award, and it
Right.
was like a Abraham Lincoln type of dude. He had a big giant hat that he had to bend down to get through doors. And then the dude from Hangover was dressed. It was a guy from Hangover dressed up like the guy from Hangover.
And how did y'all
Sadly.
dress?
We dressed like like we dressed like the Bruising Banner. Like we did. First of all, I didn't know it was a costume party. I didn't. Sometimes I don't read the flyer, so I apologize for that. But I didn't know it was a costume party until I got there. I was like, look at these jokers in costumes, man. This is gonna be fun today. It was a good time.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good beers that we didn't name as award winners that stood out to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, but they had most of the Delaware breweries out there showing their beers. So it was a good time. I am surprised. I am interested to know. I should have asked my man when we were there, like how heavy was that wearing that 6 door on his back pouring the beer.
It would look smaller. It was a full 6. It looked smaller than that.
Oh no, I couldn't tell. But just anything.
But they poured it out, so it was lighter throughout the day. It keeps getting lighter.
Yeah,
That's
lighter,
one thing. Yeah, it definitely gets lighter because they were out by the time they won the award. They were done.
Right.
They had tapped out. But yeah, they had their the people that won best costume were the Ghostbusters, and they had Sixtals on their back as their proton packs, and they were pouring beer out of the Sixtals.
Oh, that sounds so
on their
cool.
back. Yeah, it was really cool. It was dope.
And
They had some farmers out there. There was a DJ out there. These are people dressed up. Pirates, a disco guy, some elves that had some peppermint beer.
I guess it was a pimp.
Yeah, I was just calling him a disco guy, but you can call him a pimp if you want. Yeah, you can call him that.
That's who you were.
Yeah, yes. There was some hockey people out there. Like I said, the bakers were out there. Then there was some people just dressed in regular, like we're not dressing up. We're just gonna have our regular clothes on and let our beer speak for itself. Angie, I want to ask you a question, and Rob too. What do you? So it was throughout the day. You got to vote, and like an hour before the fest was over, the voting was closed, and then they tallied up the votes for best costume, best beer, best booth, or whatever. What do you think about voting at Beer Fest?
I love it. I love being able to be a participant, especially when it's the best of, because sometimes when you go to beer festivals, it may be the crowd, well, the industry favorite, but it doesn't necessarily compete with the crowd favorite, because what XYZ company always has, and it's always good beer, but it may be that little microbrewery that bought some fire that day. and you get to see that change. So I like being able to do that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
What you think, Rob?
I don't. I mean, I guess it depends because you gotta. This was small enough that you could actually get to all of them. And actually, but like if you were
that's an important part. That's an important part. You got to be able to try to sample every company's beer.
Yeah, so if it was like 400 pours, I don't know if I could get. I mean, I guess you could take the consensus, like you could do the algorithm, like or whoever got as many votes. But see, that always it could be. That probably leads to people like, oh, that's that big hype joint. I'm gonna go over there and try theirs, and then they miss out on the micro because everybody wants. So it's always, but the fact that they had enough, they had a small amount. Look at Delaware, we had enough breweries that are contained. It was still a lot of pours, but it was still manageable that you can at least sample, even if it was just a sip, to get around. So it depends on the view. I think it has to be specifically set up to be able to vote. But you can also still have your your best. You still vote on anyone, I guess, and you can just post it and see where you shake out at. I mean, hey, maybe it's best draw to your booth. Like your booth is creative enough that people want to come over and check it out. Like Sizzle every year at Barrel and Flow, people go.
Yeah, he kicks every year within the regular general admission don't get to drink his beer.
Yeah.
Because he out here partying and he just got the best flavor. Like, yeah, he does a good job for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't see doing that. I couldn't see doing voting at Barrel and Flow. That would be like
yes, too many.
Picking your favorite baby. No,
well, not too many. Just I think what Rob said. If it's intimate enough, you should be able to do it. Like it can't be more than 30 breweries at the most, probably.
I agree with that.
And then only thing I think was wrong is they stopped an hour before. It was a 4-hour event, and they stopped the hour before. I think it should be a 4-hour event, but we don't announce the winner. Like we don't close the voting until after the fest is over, and then they take like a half an hour to another hour to tally up the votes and announce. And we're done in 5 hours, because by the time I was almost done, it was already time to close the voting. So I never got a chance to vote. And if you're a little bit late, like we were a little bit late that day, yeah. So we didn't.
So they gave you enough time. We just
probably that's like. So I think to actually help out my art to retract my argument and shape it up a little bit. They should influence us to be there on time because voting closes at this time, and it probably was enough time. It definitely wasn't, because I got all the beers in we were there for 3 hours. The brew fest was 4. I got all the tastes that I needed to be able to vote by the time they announced the winners. So if I was there on time, I would have been able to do everything that I needed to do to vote properly. And they should announce voting's about to end in 30 minutes or something like that. But I've heard a couple of people that don't like the voting process. They seem like they said that over the years, it seems like it's a popularity contest, and that's what people are going for. Just the best, like what will be the most popular and most unique style. And I'm like, yeah, that's part of the beer fest. That's part of being chosen, is that you want to make the most unique beer that represents you, but it has to represent your brewery at the same time too.
Right, and pretty much any vote is a popularity contest a lot of times.
Yeah, it's all a popularity contest.
Who you like the most?
Yeah, and they say this is the popular vote. Here's the electoral vote. They tell us. So yeah, I think saying it's a popularity contest was not the best thing to describe it, but I like it. I like it as long as it's intimate, so everybody gets to taste the beers.
Yeah. I don't know, because that Barrel and Flow, I think, because I know everybody pretty much makes good beer, and I know them personally. You're like, oh, hello, people.
No, first of all, it's anonymous. They're all most of Barrel and Flow are one-off beers. We never get to try these beers again, so it's a perfect opportunity at a place like a beer fest in the thing of barrel and flow, because you never taste those beers again. Once the beers are gone, once that day is over, it's very rare. They go to Mike's in Pittsburgh, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Those beers are retired.
They can a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying. They go where they go, and that's the one brew day. You know what I mean? Like, it's once those cans are gone, though, it's over. So it would be good to know what the best beer of that year was at that particular fest, because it's nothing like it.
But again, I never get to all the beers at Barrel and Flow, so I know.
Yeah, so it got to be small. It would have to be smaller to vote, but it would be that consensus thing that you say, like, if 100 people vote for one thing and it was 900 people there, 100 people win.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. But I don't know. I think all beer festivals has some type of crowd participation like that. I think that was a good touch.
A tally thing, like you could say, "Hey, where are we at?" And then people could maybe that if you could actually see live voting, like you could see like,
that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yeah. Mike Kegs, Rob. I like that.
Put it on an app or something like that.
And then you can probably get the breweries and gays like, hey, you gotta come taste my beer, bro. Like,
yeah. Or have them all bring the same amount of beer, and whoever kicks first is the winner. Y'all beer fest, y'all got a lot of things to do, man. Come holler at us.
But see, I don't know if that would work, because some people be giving boss pours and they would kick.
That's true. Just to try to win that particular award. That don't mean that you got the best beer just because you kicked first, though.
Right.
But I understand what you mean. Like, if we having a who kicks first, I'm just pouring my beer out if I want to win that bad. Depends on how bad I want to win an award. Some people ruthless. Some people ruthless out here. They just
you won award, then just one of the lower awards. Hey, who kicked first? Hey.
Yeah, they get a $5 gift card. They get a $5 gift card to buy hops.
Or it could be honorable mention, so you don't get anything. It's just like honorable mention. Who kicked first?
Yeah. You just get this. You get hey.
Man.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked that out. That was a terrible award.
What else is going on? I know one of us has not listened to it at all, but Beyoncé dropped her Cowboy Carter album.
The only Texan hasn't listened to it. The only female on the podcast. You know what? Too, I was going to text you and be like, I know Rob is going to talk about this album. You need to listen to this album. I was like, nah, because she from Texas. She's a lady. She's a lady with melanin in her system. She gonna listen to this album a little bit. I'm rather shocked.
Why?
Because I just wouldn't have, like, it's my ignorance, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought that Texan women of African American origin wouldn't be rocking with this.
But okay,
lady.
but here's the thing for me. I've never been a big Beyonce fan. But I'm not a hater. Like, I celebrate because there's so many people that are Beyonce fans, and they are my friends. So I'm excited for them. They have, and I'll let you get your whole life. Go and get your cowboy boots. Go and get your hat and everything else. Do whatever you want to do. It's just not. I'm a Jay-Z fan more than I'm a Beyonce fan, and I'm not gonna say that there's nothing that she's ever made that I didn't like.
I feel the exact same way. All right,
yep. Yes. Yeah. So I know when we in a room together and I have like DJ placing Beyonce, I'm like, look exactly which one you singing. No.
I'll be like,
she's singing all the ones that came on the radio. If they came on the radio, she may know them. But other than that,
well, the good thing now that the album is out, I don't have to hear that same song over and over, because every once in a while when I do turn on the radio, it's the same exact song. So at least there'll be more songs.
Yeah, because they definitely be playing like 4 or 5 singles off her albums.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em was killing it. I mean, but everybody, but that's all they had to go. They had the slow song, but you can't play the slow song on the radio all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You need that. You want something that's a little hype. So 16. I mean,
And I'm gonna have to learn the dances.
yeah, there is going to be a lot of dances. Before we dive into the album, are we going to you think she's going to be nominated for R&B as well, or is this strictly in the country category?
I don't know. It's a Beyonce album, so maybe because
Right,
like
that's
you
what I'm
said,
asking. Like, is pop a genre that she could hit with this album, or like because she and everybody else is saying country, but is this going to be a true country album as seen by the powers that be nominating for awards and shit?
Well,
I don't know.
from what she said, and the meaning of the reason for her to even create the album was because of how she got treated at the CMTs.
Right.
So
Oh, when she did that her last little song,
yeah,
her last country song
with the chicks. So since she was so treated so poorly and not getting the love that she should have received, I think that she is pushing it solely as country. Period. This is a country album, and you are going to respect me as a country artist. So I think that she's going to push that narrative that, I mean, we invented country.
Right. And I think that's what her thing was. She once she got treated like that at the CMAs or whatever, CMTs or whatever, she did her homework. That's why like Linda Martrell is on the album. She got a little, and she was like, so that's why she's on there. There's a lot of up and coming or newer country artists on the album, like Tanner Ardell. I can't remember exactly how you say her last name, Tanner. I mean, I've been listening to her before Beyonce came out. But Shabuzi, I just heard of him because
the Buckle Bunny.
Yeah, the Buckle Bunny. That's the Tanner. That's Tanner. But yeah, Shabuzi's on there. I mean, Braylon's not on there. I was surprised. Maybe he should have been on there. I like Braylon, even though he's from New Jersey or something like that.
He's a country singer.
Yeah. He's the guy who did the country. He did the NFL predictions and country song.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy. I like him. Yeah. Is he more up and coming though, right?
Yeah, everybody on the album are more up and coming, but they've got a lot more exposure because what they say, all boats, all
tides ride the boats hard, something like that.
Beyonce putting a cowboy album out, a country album out. All these black artists are being featured. Like, hey, we've been here.
It's just like when Andre 3000 put out a flute album.
Nah, he didn't do the same thing.
He rolls all the flautists. All the flautists ain't get more credit. I feel like nah. Okay.
There's another art. I think it's a couple, and it makes me
like a married couple or just like a duet.
I'm not sure, but they're a country artists, and it's like Will and Testament or something like that. And I heard them sing. Is it Will and Testament?
Is it Civil War or no? It's not.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, because it's the lady who sung.
I enjoyed them. They sounded really
hold on. Will and Testament and Civil War are great country names. Like that's sidebar on that. Those two are fucking. If Will and Testament is not a name, copyright that shit right now. Because somebody taking that like Will and Testament and Civil War. I've definitely listened to those albums.
Yeah, well, Civil War.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The young lady who sung with Lauryn Hill in Sister Act. It's her who's the Arizona Sparrow. It's her.
Blanc?
And her husband.
Tanya Blanc?
I don't know what her name is.
Come on, you don't know the Sister Act girl? It wasn't Tanya because it was like two or three of them with Lauryn Hill.
I'm talking about the one who sung Arizona Sparrow. Like, I don't know.
That's with the close haircut. She had the little slick back.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that's Tanya Blanc.
Hey, you know better than I do.
I'm hoping that one of y'all do some research and find out. Google it behind the scenes while we on here and prove me right or wrong.
I'm trying to see
Tanya Blanc, because she had like a song or she had like a single or two.
And maybe they're
back in
not
them
Civil War.
days.
Maybe not. I don't know.
So you saying Will and Testament / Civil War is a black duet?
Yes. It's a husband and wife team, yeah. But
Oh, you know what? I found it. They're called War and Treaty.
War and Treaty. Yes, there it is.
Oh, y'all put it together though. That was y'all meshed that.
Yeah.
War and Treaty.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy? I think y'all two made up names are better than War and Treaty.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They
y'all did
sound
good.
really, really good. They were doing some.
Is it Tanya Blount?
Homage.
Is that Tanya Blount?
Let me see if I can find out who it is. Oh, they are a husband and wife duo.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya Trotter. I don't know what her maiden name was though. So
Michael and Tanya Trotter.
Yeah, Tanya sounds too close. Like it ain't enough Tanyas out in the world.
Yeah, Blunt was her maiden name. Yep. B-L-O-U-N.
Oh, sometimes I'll be lying, but most of the times I'll be telling the truth.
You knew way better than I did.
Yeah. I just knew she was from Sister Act. I didn't know her actual name.
I remember I think she got an album before she started with the War and Treaty Countryside. I think she got an R&B album, or at least a single or two. She reminded me of Nicole Ray, like back in them days where it was just like a girl would sing a song and then go away forever. Like she was one of them girls.
Oh yeah, I guess Nicole.
Yeah, like, them '90s, man. They would have an album and then you just never hear of Jade. Where's Jade?
Yeah, they were British, so they might be. When they British, so maybe they over.
Jade was British.
I thought.
Don't Walk Away.
Don't give me the line.
Oh man, I don't know. The Don't Walk Away girls. This is what it sound like when we make love. Them girls.
Yeah,
they was British.
I thought, but maybe not.
They had the college. They had the college. That's from Atlanta. Black as a motherfucker. They was some of the blackest Negroes that black could be from Chicago by way of Mississippi.
Oh, but you know what? Because they did do well because they were UK's top of the pops.
So they probably still doing concerts over in Britain.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, because even what's her Carrie Hilson is big in Australia. So people are out there still singing her song. Today. Yeah. I was like, oh, who knew?
Yo, Moke and Steph's got some, and in Zimbabwe, Moke and Steph is really hot.
Is she?
It's a group of three. It's a group of three. And I don't know if I'm lying or not. I could be, but look it up.
Wait. I need to find out before y'all did deep dives. Because apparently y'all are Beyonce fans and y'all listen to the album. Cuts. I need to know the cuts that's gonna have me to go back and look.
I liked because I did listen to the album because I like Jolene. I just like Jolene, but she did remix it a little bit. But
yeah, I heard that.
You got Dolly Parton to sign off. Spaghetti, the song that I opened up the show with, Spaghetti.
Yeah, that'll go a little hard. That's real Jay-Z influence to me, Angie. That Spaghetti.
I saw something about somebody said that Beyonce is the best rapper ever. So I was like, I'm gonna go listen. I'm gonna go.
What? Somebody said that? That's crazy, man.
And I'm assuming Spaghetti was like a play on spaghetti western because they're not traditional westerns.
Okay. I didn't think about that. That sounds good though. That's a good lie if that's not the truth.
I always say it was a lie. That's how I interpreted it. It's not.
True. That's a good speculation. It's good speculation.
I actually like the song with Miley Cyrus. It's not a bad song. I like it. And Sweet Honey Bunkin' with Beyonce and Djibouti and Tyrant. So there was a couple songs that I was like, oh. All right,
what did you think about what I like Blackbird just because of the history of it. Did you like Blackbird?
I like Blackbird.
My two favorite was her remix. I like Blackbird and Jolene the best. They were my two favorite songs. I'm not sure if it's because going in I heard them before and I was just interested in hearing her versions of them. But those are my to be honest, I only listened to it I didn't listen to the whole album. I listened to 6 songs, but I definitely listened to those two, and I like those the best because her versions of it were very, very good. Very good.
And the fact that
Yeah.
she had all the other female country singers.
Yes. Yeah, and the Blackbird. Yeah. But it's funny. I've heard that song so many times, and I never knew why. I never knew it was because like birds are girls in England, and Paul McCartney wrote it for black women. I never had known that until like 2 days ago when the album came out and they started putting Paul McCartney's version up. But I had heard that song enough to like it, but not know it was for the civil rights movement.
Right.
Nice.
So I'm not mad at. I actually enjoyed the majority of the album. So hey, even the one when Post Malone, I was like, hey, this is cool. I like it.
Yo, what's is Post Malone just a genre jumper?
He's just the artist. He's just an artist.
Yeah, he just sing whatever comes to his heart.
Money is.
I was trying not to say wherever the money is type of artist. A genre jumper sounds good, but I feel like he's going to get nominated for every category of music possible before his career is over, which I don't even mind. Like, I think that's pretty creative of him.
I don't think somebody talked about this earlier. Like, genres are so limiting in terms of what artists paint outside the line. That's why they are artists. So
yeah.
Put them in the box, and it's crazy because there's so much blending now. Because if you listen to a lot of country now, some country music artist fans are like, man, why is she doing this? But there's so much hip hop influence in country now. It's like, what are you talking about? Some of these cats are rapping.
Yo, a lot of this stuff be on like the hip hop stations and like the pop stations that you normally listen to hear your pop and R&B. Like, a lot of these country music be infiltrating, man. Like, you're right about that influence in hip hop and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. And because it got so much influence. I mean, hell, Morgan Wallen was out here calling people niggas with the A, not the ER.
Wow.
Yeah, that's new to me. We can move on from that. It's Easter Sunday, man.
Oh, you ain't know
everything all right? You hipping fireworks on Easter?
Yeah. That must have been somebody talking about Morgan. Don't you talk about Morgan?
Right. The world, the universe is not liking you talking about that nigga. I'm sorry, nigger. Or I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, nigga, you is lying. He said something like that. Yo,
I don't know I forgot what he actually said, but he got canceled for like 5 minutes. A couple years ago.
Yeah, he back already. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It literally people gonna speak how they want to speak.
Because I think they stopped his. He was supposed to sing on Saturday Night Live one time, so they canceled that performance. But then he came back. He came back like,
it's like, I'll just cancel me for 6 weeks. I'll be back on week 7 after this.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
If you get popular on Saturday Night, they'll bring you back.
He do make some songs that slaps, huh?
Yo, if you could be racist towards black people, you won't get canceled forever. You just can't be racist to other
I think
races.
he was also talking to a white guy, so maybe that's what why he didn't get canceled. I think he was talking to a white guy when he said it.
Also, it's supposed to be not even be recorded. It's just regular. Never mind.
Right. Yeah. He was at a party or something, and he was talking to somebody he knew, and somebody recorded.
It's like back in the day that the Eagle football player Cooper or whatever. And Cooper, he was talking, he was like, it wasn't nobody supposed to hear that. I'm like, oh, but they did.
Yeah, but they did. Going now, everybody got cameras. Everybody TMZ.
Yeah, but he literally got canceled. Like, he played one season and it was over for him. Nobody picked him up or anything. He got Colin Kaepernick.
The more trash you are, the easier it is for you to get canceled. I think if you trash, it's easy to get canceled. Like,
that's true. If Cooper Riley would have caught 89 balls that next season, he would have got on with another team.
Right. If it was Cooper Kupp, not canceled.
Right. Oh, is the dude's name Cooper Riley? I don't even know if that's the dude's name, but it don't matter no more. We don't talk about racists. We don't talk about racists on the podcast for more than 30 seconds. So
I heard they say the Bosa twins ain't that cool.
Oh yeah, they racist as hell, but they sacking these white quarterbacks, so they like, go ahead and sack them white boys. We good. We'll pay you all the money.
Yeah, they say we straight with y'all. We good.
That was our football talk of the
And you see, I was mute.
Yo, speaking of since we still on music, or I don't know if we are, but I'm gonna keep us on music. Has anybody heard the Tierra Whack album? What y'all think about Tierra Whack? Tierra Whack is one of my favorite artists.
Minutes to listen to, so yeah, no
It
problem.
took 38. The first one took 15 minutes. This one took 38. Give her some credit. She made it a little bit longer. She made it a little. I think it was less tracks though. I think it was less tracks this time around. The first one was 15 minutes, 15 tracks, 1 minute a track, and this one is 38 minutes. I'm not sure how many tracks though.
I'll go check it
It's
out.
15. It's really good. She I would like to hear her explain the album and the process because it's a lot of questions that I got about that.
I mean,
The title says Worldwide.
No,
Whack.
just like so for instance, like Kendrick's Damn, like how you can listen to it forward and backwards and it's supposed to give you different energy. And then it won a Pulitzer Prize. I don't think she's gonna win a Pulitzer Prize. I think she should be nominated for some awards for it. But no, I don't know how anybody gets a Pulitzer Prize, so I don't know if she should be nominated for nothing like
I
that.
thought you had to write something for a Pulitzer Prize.
Huh?
I thought it had to be like a book. I thought Pulitzer Prize was for
Nah,
books.
Kendrick Lamar got a Pulitzer Prize for the album. He wrote it, but they give a musical Pulitzer Prize every year. So he won the musical one back for that album. But in his interviews for that album, he talks about how listen to it from front to back and then listen to it from back to front, and it gives a different energy. It's like one is more aggressive and one is more humble. And it's true. It does. I did it this week, and it definitely does. But and in hearing that about Kendrick, I like to hear about what the artist is going through when they're making the record, and when they're like each song, and every song speaks to me in a different way, and I wonder how she came up with the sequencing and just the arrangements and shit like that. Like I think it's a beautiful album. I've listened to it way too much.
I would come on and ask her to come on.
I've asked her plenty. I've reached out all the time, man. Sometimes she look at my shit. Sometimes she look at my shit. It be on scene. Sometimes she see like scene. But other times she just be busy, man. Like I know she got a lot of. But yeah, definitely one of my. I ain't even gonna brag. Like I love Tierra Whack and what she doing, man. I think she's one of the best artists out.
But Rob was acting like the 35 minutes was not long enough.
No, he said that because her very first album was literally 15 minutes, 15 tracks, 1 minute per track, like exactly a minute, and it's over. As soon as you start vibing and getting into the song, she's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'd be like a whole minute song. Like she'll give you a little song, chorus, hook, and to be out. You know what I mean?
That's
like
it was. I would write up make an album because I'd be like, "Yo, that first bar is fire." That's all I got.
That's all I got. That's all I got. But I recommend listening to the first album because it's really fast. Like you can listen to the first album literally 4 times in an hour. You get it, and I'm listening to it. It's been like 6 years since she made that album, and I still be finding different things that I'm like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's okay. That's creative. That's really cool. And I can't wait to keep diving into a Worldwide Whack, which is her latest. It's actually her debut album, matter of fact, to see what she be doing. So yeah.
I was concerned.
Matter of fact, Rob, cut this so I could send this to her. And then maybe she'll come on. Maybe she'll come on after that. Yeah.
Because I was like the archetype of Tyler Perry with him doing, writing stuff within 30, 40 minutes and making a whole series. Surely you're not trying to talk about Tierra Whack. So I'm glad you cleared that.
No, I would never compare Tyler Perry and Tierra Whack. Oh, I don't think Rob would either. I don't think Rob would. I hope Rob wouldn't.
When I see the credits, I see written, directed, and produced by Tyler Perry. Oh shit!
Yo! I just thought about this. Remember Diddy was trying to buy BET and they gave it to Tyler Perry? Did Viacom know?
No, because they didn't give it to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry didn't buy it either. Nobody bought it.
Who bought it? Nobody has BET?
It was Viacom.
I missed it.
Viacom was just trying to see how much they could actually get.
They was just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a dirty redheaded stepchild type situation. No offense to redheads.
Perry said he never will vote bid for it again. He was like, I'm out. Suckers, get y'all.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought he bought the joint because he all over their station, though.
Yeah, somebody trying to come in. I don't know. Shout out, man.
No, man, nobody want him.
Yo, how you going? How you going? Do me dirt.
Oh, boo.
Hey.
I'll be here. Shut up.
We just got in, yo.
And you're not even at home. Where you at?
I'm in Orlando.
Wow.
Are you in Orlando or Kissimmee?
In Orlando.
Oh, man, that's the most magical place in the world. Do you feel magical?
Y'all went to the city of Orlando. Huh? I ain't even go to
Ain't nothing magical out here. It's just white people here, just like everywhere else.
It's black people there, just like everywhere else.
Wakanda is magical.
okay.
Well, I'm sure it's part of ain't Black Panther Disney.
Yes.
Oh, you gonna see some magic then?
Yeah, but I ain't.
Yo, sidebar. Since you in Orlando, can you give us an update on where you going, what you gonna be doing? I'm excited for you. What magic you gonna be seeing this week?
I don't know. Go to Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like change your attitude. You're not going to Magic City. It's too far. It's too far. There's no Magic City in Orlando, sir.
Well, the Magic City, I'm going to.
You nasty motherfucker.
King of Diamonds Monday.
Jesus Christ.
Now we doing Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and SeaWorld, I think, if I remember correctly.
Try I think in Magic Kingdom Tron is there. Ride that.
Yeah, we had to sign up for that, John. So
sign up. And then Animal Kingdom is in the Avatars in Animal Kingdom. Definitely try to get on that. That's worth it.
Man,
both of those
sound like a travel agent. I think I need to.
Nah, I was there like 2 years ago, and when I was there, Tron was like, I was there in February of 2022, and they were like, Tron will be here in May. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I want to get on that shit. Yeah, I know. It make you want to go back. And I went on Avatar, and I swear, man, I think I talked about it on the show. Avatar was the best ride I ever been on, man. Like, I don't know if you gonna like it, Yoda, because you don't like magic and shit. But I'm sure your wife and your daughter, they gonna love that shit, man.
I don't like magic. I only been here for like a good 3 hours. But like actually, a good 3 hours. I ain't seen nothing magical yet.
You got to wait till you you ain't been to
the magic is in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But he said this is a magical place.
It is. Once you go to a park, and you spend $1 million on food, and then you come back, then you like, oh, the magic is really hitting me and sitting in the way it should be.
My pockets empty.
Magically, just disappear.
But see, also, if he said he's in Orlando, technically ain't like Disney's actually in Kissimmee, so you really haven't gotten to the magical place. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because we I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I don't lie. I'm so tired. Because
you got a lot of bah humbug with you, but you know that was a Disney movie too, Christmas Carol. That was a Disney movie.
It's tired, man.
All right. Every time we talk about Disney, you got this little frown on your face. You gotta turn that frown upside down. Is that Lionel Kitty City though? That ain't Disney though. I don't think that's Lionel Kitty City. He probably somewhere in Orlando chilling. That giraffe out there.
Oops, I'm sorry. I said Lake Buena Vista. Lake Buena Vista, Florida. That's where it's at.
But that was a kangaroo, Lou, not a giraffe. Giraffe was Toys R Us.
Oh, Jeffrey the giraffe and Lionel Kitty City the kangaroo. You right. Remember the zips? Lionel Kitty City wasn't local. They just had the commercials. But turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
Lionel Kitty City turned your frown upside down.
Oh, that wasn't Toys R Us?
No, that was Lionel Kitty City.
Kitty City.
Y'all remember the zips? Called Kitty City? And it's
called Lionel. Lionel, because Lionel was the name of the. Yeah.
I don't know.
How you associate turn that frown upside down and not know?
Right, now you know where it came from.
I know it came from Kitty City, but I never put Lionel in front of it. I didn't know that was the thing.
Kitty City sound real suspect.
It sounds like a toy store,
Sound like a
Angie.
R.
It sounds
Kelly,
like a toy. It sounds like a
sound like
toy.
a R. Kelly part.
Stop that! Don't be trying to run. Y'all ruining my childhood one by one, man. Don't do that. It sounds like a toy store, a very fun toy store.
Nope, sound like a very fun R. Kelly night.
It sounds like no. It sounds like a very fun. It's a very fun thing that
Like,
Lionel put together.
Can I have your credit card?
It's like a strip club that Lionel opened. Lionel's Kitty City.
Yeah.
Titty City. It's Kitty City.
Oh, Lionel City. We should reopen that.
It was started in New York. When did it close? I don't know when.
Lionel Titty City. Lionel Titty City was a grand opening, grand closing. That didn't work.
No, that sounds like that would work.
I feel like it would if we found out this open Walmart. We could rent that out, or like an abandoned school. We could definitely put a Lionel Titty City in a.
That's terrible.
I guess June 2nd,
That's Umar got a
1993.
school. It's open.
It's open yet? They're supposed to be in Delaware, but I don't know.
No, it's supposed. I mean, the buildings over there. You can open it up over there because he.
Oh, put it in his school. Put the Lionel Titty City in Dr. Umar's school. That's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
What you got against Dr. Kumar?
I think you put Lionel Titty City in any state. I think it'd do well.
I think it would.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Probably somebody.
I did for the first time. I did for the first time drink a beer in the airport at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
What time y'all get to the airport?
3 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, so I probably drink the beer probably about 4 or something. I don't know. I posted it on the joint, but it was early. I ain't never drank no beer that early.
Or that late. Exactly. It depends on if you did you go to sleep.
However you look at it.
If you weren't asleep, then you were just having a good time.
Yeah, I ain't go to sleep last night. That's why I'm tired now.
So you were just
That explains a lot. Yeah, that explains a lot.
Right.
Yo, cause you know how you be like, damn, I need to go to bed. And as soon as you go to bed, it's like you know you're gonna have to get up. Like we left the house like at 2 something. Yeah, like no, we left the house.
What time was
we
this
got up
flight?
at 2. Nah, Kelly John alarm went off at 2 o'clock. I might have closed my eyes at probably 1:50. I was like, what the and so next thing you know, I was just up. And I was just
Yeah, but still, what time was your flight?
The flight left at 6:30.
Woo, Jesus.
Y'all got
Y'all seem like y'all really far from the airport. I know how far y'all are from the airport. What time y'all get there? Y'all did the full 2 hours? Y'all did the full 2 hours?
She be on top of that shit. She ain't trying.
We ain't never gonna be late. We're gonna look at our gate and then go get a beer. Mm-hmm.
Well, we was right next to the
We
yard,
have free
so our
chat?
gate was right next to the yard. So I was just like, well, they open, so I'm about to just go over there.
The fact that they were open at 4, it was crazy.
Right.
That's great. That's pretty awesome. I hope they didn't close either. They were just like, man, fuck it. We're gonna
They
stay
was
open.
opening when we first walked up.
Oh,
So they
okay.
closed at some point.
Maybe they
But
was
it was
selling
crazy.
breakfast and just had the taps open.
I don't know because I was like, is it too early for a beer? She was like, nah, never.
Never.
There you go.
So I was like, hey, over it.
Yeah, that's some wild stuff. All right.
Then I just drink a flight. So
You just drink a flight? Oh, you just out here living your best life, huh?
Like I'm gonna find some magic.
right. When
What's
I
in
passed
that?
out,
What's breweries in, I think Tactical's in Orlando. I can't remember what other breweries are in there. I know Tactical is. I don't remember any other off the top of my head.
Whatchamacallit lives in
Cracker's there.
Orlando. I was about to say Crackham's in
Aubrey.
Orlando. Hit up
Hey,
Crackham.
Aubrey.
He'll tell you where to drink at.
hit up who?
Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Crackham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He probably gonna be like, why you ain't tell me you was here?
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
You better not come to my city and I don't know.
Right. That's why you can't even tell nobody.
Angie, what's your city? What city you talking about? What city you live in?
Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Yo, we did one time though. I mean, Rob was in
Painful.
Dallas last year.
No, wait, I did tell her we could. That's she told me to go to Vector. That's she.
Oh yeah,
I did tell her.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
she
right,
told me to go to Vector. I was. She knew
I
we
must
was
have been
there.
working.
But we were there in and out, so it was like, and we had a wedding, so it was like we didn't even have time. We only went to one brewery.
Oh yeah, and that was Vector, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we got in and out.
That's just my shit.
What
Yeah,
else
it
is
wasn't-
going
it
on? We
wasn't
talked. Did you listen to the Beyonce album, Yoda? Cowboy Carter.
I ain't really into Beyonce, so it's hard for me to listen to.
My people. Oh,
Like I'm not against Beyonce. Like if I hear a song
right
coming on the
on.
radio, I'll listen to it. But like I don't look for her on no Spotify or iTunes or nothing like that.
Well, it looks
Come
like everybody
on.
else did because she had the #1 streaming out album right now of one day single set. She set the
Yeah,
record
I
for
saw that though.
single listen. Well, it's only 2024. I mean, that's it's only March.
Right.
So,
Now,
Well, 3 months in.
I would definitely stream it to make the other motherfuckers mad.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, she
I'll
was
do
already
that.
country. She was on top country on iTunes. Top
Yeah,
country.
but see, I think I would be mad as a black country singer though. Like I've been
Why
doing
they
this
getting
shit
more
for
publicity?
yeah,
than
but
ever.
I've been doing this shit for the longest, and here she come wanting to sing a country song, and now she on top.
Well, that's because she's Beyonce.
Yeah, I know. You already
Taylor
got this
Swift.
spot. Like why you
Taylor
trying to
Swift
take
was
that shit?
big in country, and she moved to pop and took everything over. She did the same thing.
She white though. That's different.
Oh, I can't do it. No.
Andre 3000. We talked about this earlier. Andre 3000 took over the flute game.
Right.
He rising all the boats in the flute game right now. Everybody buying flute albums. Flute
That
records.
means-
No, no, they're not. No one is.
No, okay.
See, you lost that again. He tried to slide that in.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I get it.
Nah.
Yo, it is the same.
No, but because I think it's kind of the same thing. Well, not really, because even the way he explains his flute album sounds crazy. He's like, "Yeah, I was just playing around with this wood thing for a little bit, playing around with it, so you wasn't even taking it serious. You was like, and recorded it because you Andre 3000. Somebody gonna record it for you.
No.
Uh-huh.
He was being humble because he been playing that flute for years.
I know he been out on the streets playing it. I get it. He been busking for about at least 10 years or so.
Yo, is busking like a flute term?
No, when you sit on the street corners performing.
That's called busking?
I
Yeah.
thought it was a flute term too.
So like
I was just gonna
the
agree with the nigga. Oh, yeah, he
barbershop
ready,
quartet be busking?
Yeah, it's called yeah.
Yo, new word.
Have y'all heard about the other, I guess you'd say flutist or flautist? Lizzo is deciding to
Oh yeah,
call it quits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
sad.
she gonna do a flute album? She gonna call it quits and do a flute album?
No, she
no.
done. She said, I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all
Yeah.
coming from my neck. I'm out.
I guess she
But
has
you
some.
know, I
I
don't
guess
think she's gonna. I think she's just saying that now. I don't think she's gonna
It's
quit.
frustration. It's just frustration in the moment.
well, which code
That
won't
and
wait
the
for a long time.
allegations. The allegations haven't come out yet. I mean, all the chicks that said, she was treating her poorly, during their time that they were there, which I've heard the stories and I've seen the stories. I was like, y'all are young. Y'all are crying because she didn't talk to you. She treated what?
Yeah, that story
I
don't
kind of sound
know.
kind of iffy anyway.
Yeah, it did. It did sound kind of iffy, but I think they got mad because they fired her. She fired him, right? Or
Right, she
something
fired him. Yeah.
And these new folks can't deal with no firings. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
right.
I don't know. I'm just
I
If
don't know.
you-
It seems kind of close to true.
If you can't hit those dance steps, like I put it,
You got to go.
you gotta go.
I'm out here singing. I'm out here fluting, and I'm going to dance the same routine with y'all. You got to hit the steps, bro. You got to hit the steps better than me. All you doing is dancing.
And that's it.
No offense to the dancers, but if all you doing is dancing and I come out here and I'll out dance you and I'm flouting and I'm singing, you gotta go. And now you want to sue me? I like Lizzo, so I'm rooting for Lizzo. And if she want to quit, we got enough music. Thank you, Lizzo. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I hope you come back in a couple years, months, whatever it takes. Be around.
Still got the
Hopefully
Yiddy brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully she'll take some time, get in a positive mental health space and come on back. Because Chica did the same thing. Like her message was kind of bleak too. At one point, but she came back a little more positive. So hopefully people are checking on Lizzo, making sure she's okay. It did sound pretty bad when I read reading the post. I was like, oh, But the fact that you made the post mean that you are at least crying out, I guess, or asking for help.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
And
but,
it's so weird how like it's so many like positive comments for her, but the negative comments like for everybody always seem to stand out. It's so weird how our mind works that way. How it can
It's-
be like 12,000 positive comments and just 6 bad ones, and we find those 6 bad ones. Yep.
We always look at the negative. And anyway,
Yeah.
that's just.
I know. I'm just
something-
saying it's not just her. It's everybody. It's just weird how our brain works that way. I wonder why.
Yeah, because we get stuck on that one negative. It is fascinating because we hear. I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, definitely. It's just somebody. I'm sure somebody did a study on why we do it. I'm interested to know. I gotta look into it right now exactly what triggers us to always focus on that negative comment. I mean, I don't know if it's a human nature to be always liked. So the fact that somebody don't like you, you say, "Oh my goodness," or if somebody had a negative comment, they might be just trolling, and but it's still like they really don't have any thoughts about you. They just be like, it's gonna give me likes on
Yo, you be in the
IG.
comment section for anything, man, and it's somebody saying some negative shit, man. It'd be like 30 comments, and at least 3 of them is gonna be like, "Yo, why do you even have to? You don't even have to type. Like, you literally don't have to type."
People will make a fake account just to say.
All of them every time it'd be like a person with less than 100 followers and no pictures on their Instagram page that's doing some mean shit.
Not me. I be trolling straight from my regular page.
Well, we know you a G.
I don't know how mean you be. I don't see your comments all the time. I don't know how mean you be.
Sometimes I do.
Going back to busking, that means y'all watch a lot of American Idol because they always have a story about somebody busking.
Why would we? Why would we watch a lot?
A lot of it.
You know what's funny? I just said today.
I hadn't watched 2000. What was it? 2004.
When was Fantasia on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last time I seen it. Carrie Underwood was singing some shit. This the last time I heard it. Who's the new? Oh, that gray hair man. Remember him? Yeah, he was like 24 years old, and he had gray hair.
Last time I watched that shit, Ruben Studdard was on that joint.
Exactly.
Ruben Studdard. That's like part 2. Ruben Studdard had a movie or some shit.
Yo, but I just said today, why is that show still on?
They looking for the next, and people still buying 1 million albums of them. The first 2 albums. They still make the company's money.
They have a better track record in terms of the artist than The Voice has ever had. Or The Voice people.
Really?
Yeah. You can't name one person who won The Voice and are star. Not one.
You right.
I ain't gonna even hold you. That you don't gotta wait. Don't wait on this.
The Voice is more about the people behind on the chair who's already celebrities. That's not really about the artist. It's about
that's true because I definitely still don't know who Randy Jackson is, and he always
Shut your mouth.
Shut
your mouth. Are you serious?
Yeah, I got a Wikipedia Randy Jackson. I'm sure he's famous for producing. I think, but I know and he
was a famous producer for Journey, which is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, he was there. I saw the.
Yeah, I know he got credentials, but like Rob said, his credentials are behind the scenes. Don't nobody know who Randy Jackson is for real.
And then he changed. I mean, pre-Ozempic, but he changed his whole body chemistry, so he looks different.
And then Simon, who knew Simon? I didn't know Simon before Simon was on that show.
No.
Yeah, and you're right. Yeah,
that's the person kind of.
And everybody was kind of like, "Is she singing? She evaluating singers? Paula Abdul? Should she be on the dancing show?"
She was the joint.
Wake up. Oh, definitely. Don't get me wrong. Paula Abdul was the shit. But singing wise, did we tune in for the singing?
The dancing.
She was a predecessor to J-Lo, Yoda. Yeah.
I don't know. Straight up now,
the songs were jamming. The song was jamming, but she was dancing her ass off.
But she can't sing.
Yeah. She ain't the best singer, man.
She's a choreographer for Living Color, so
she's a genius dancer. She's a genius. She's a genius dancer and really, really, really good entertainer.
Yeah,
but the producer, whoever did the sound mixing for her albums, That's who you need to give the credit to.
Yeah. But I tell you what, that Opposites Attract was my song, man.
With the cat.
Yeah, that video was awesome.
Yeah.
So she was creative too. You know what I mean? Give props to Paula Abdul. But
so
to be on American Idol was still weird for me.
She had credentials. She had
Straight up now tell me an Opposites Attract. At least.
She had
and
she had Cold Hearted Snake.
What was the sexy song?
Oh yeah. One Last Cry.
No, Cold Hearted Snake.
No, that wasn't the sexy one.
Nah,
it was another one. It was like a ballad. It was like a ballad.
Nah,
he talking about Cold Hearted Snake.
They was kind of sketchy. We almost didn't want to play it.
They were on that Scalp.
It was on Uncut.
They were on that Scalperton. The Cold Hearted Snake, baby. I'm a Paula Abdul fan, baby.
Yeah,
okay. Let's see.
I mean, you talking about the
body
one
touching and stuff on that.
You're talking about the one with Keanu Reeves in the video. Yeah, that was a big hit. But Cold Hearted Snake was the sexy one that they had the parental advisory before they showed it. Even though when you think about it now,
come on now. That was 30. That was 35 years ago. Yeah, we were children peeking in on Paula Abdul.
Yeah, I looked at that video the other day.
Now they just humping the videos now anyway.
Humping.
They just do what they want.
Shake that ass for Drake.
But they say that they do a lot of busking. That's why people outside know what busking is now. Because I didn't know what it was for a long time. But then I found out because they were like, yeah, I do a lot of busking. They was like, oh, okay. Then they go into their vignettes where they on the street busking.
Well, why would they just say I do a lot of singing on the streets?
Because it's a word. And actually, it's busking.
That sounds too close like busking.
It sounds like a lot of different nasty things. Yeah.
So you can't say it, but it actually is in a dictionary.
I believe what you're saying. I just think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The activity of playing music in the street or another public place for voluntary donations. There you go, busking.
That's wild.
So when Boys II Men was on the Jackson 5 thing and they was singing on the corner, and then they beat up Jackie, they was busking.
Only if they ask for donations. Only I think you gotta be looking for. You gotta have a hat or something like, hey.
So when D'Angelo in the subway before Apollo, he out here busking.
Yeah. Yep. Any public place that you looking for a couple dollars.
That's interesting.
True.
You think we could busk for a podcast? Just set up on the street and just start busking?
Yeah, I guess if somebody wanted to listen.
No, that'd be lit. We should
just start. We should just busk in the bus station.
Get out.
Busk in the bus station.
Bust it wide open.
Yes. Bust it wide open.
That's what I'm thinking every single time.
No, it's stupid. Bust it wide open.
Hey, why not? Why not? You can bust it wide open. Get this money. Still get these dollars in this hat.
Yeah, I bet you ain't no busker trademark busket wide open yet.
Probably not.
Nope.
I bet you ain't no busker trademark busker either.
And actually, you know what? That could be a new show. We here at Busking Wide Open, and we got Johnny right now.
At Johnny's barbershop, we're gonna see who come on the corner and start singing for change.
Oh my God.
We're in the corner of 125th and whatever them streets are in Harlem, and we want to see who's in the subway busking for money.
I mean, we were just in New York yesterday. They be busking wide open all day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's not how that's said. Y'all keep saying it like it's real, busking wide open.
Yo, because that's the name of the show. That's the name of the show. Busking wide open.
Man, that was in New York. They was busking it wide open.
That's definitely a good interview show. You can be like, today on Busking Wide Open, we talking to the street performers.
Oh, you know who else be busking it wide open? Them dancers on the subway cars. You know, they just shut down the train. Everybody like, yo, look at them busking. That's dope. Yeah, I think we should. And then they get off the train and we interview all 7 of them.
Yeah, busking it wide open. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How much do you guys make in a day busking? Is it enough to pay the bills? Is it not enough to pay the bills? Do you have regular jobs? Do you just busk from like 5 to 9, or are you a 9 to 5er? It's great. It's a lot of good things we could get. I like this show.
I think it'll be interesting. It'll be a lot of heartwarming stories or some tragic stories. It could go either way.
Oh man, yeah. I'm only busking now because I love heroin.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a record deal, and heroin ruined my life. I'm busking right on the corner. In this underground. I'm underground every day because I got a busk. I like heroin.
I got a busket wide open over here in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm busting for crack out here.
Yup. I sell my booty for crack.
Not promote that story.
Why not? We gotta have the ups, the highs, and the lows. It could be like a 45-minute episode, and like half of it talking about the busking on the low, and half of it busking on the high.
I'm going on a low that if you busted for crack, it's not a good show.
No, you don't know. You ever seen a crackhead that needs some crack? They will get the crack, bro. So I'm sure they doing some magic tricks.
But to sing or to play
busting for that pink cocaine.
It just said performing. You didn't say what. They could be doing anything. The pink cocaine. Goddamn.
With the pink cocaine?
Y'all ain't heard
I
about
haven't heard about it. I don't know
that
what.
Diddy shit.
Yeah, I heard it, but I don't know what pink cocaine is.
Diddy stuff.
Called
No
Tusi
Diddy?
or whatever. Is it called Tusi? That's what they call it, right? Is that the street
Yeah,
name
it's like
for it?
cocaine and something else that makes it pink.
Mm.
It's weird.
Cocaine and Kool-Aid. That's cocaine and Kool-Aid. Yup, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
You know what I also find that interesting nowadays, that people be like, just any old people be like, yo, yeah, I was high. I was high on Molly. Like, it's not nothing. Like, I'm high on Molly. Like, what? It's high on Molly?
The only thing I think is acceptable is like weed. Like,
Yeah.
shout out that you was high.
Right.
Niggas was
I
we did a
had
line.
an edible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I did a line last night. A lot of what?
But I did a bump last night, and like we was
A bump?
Yeah,
A bump? Like, you gotta explain to me what that is, sir. What's going on?
That bump. that nose candy.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Bumping like the 70s. That's the only bump.
Oh, that's the only bump I know, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. It's the same thing.
You gonna feel like you in the 70s when you hit this or cocaine. Yeah, that is weird. That is just a regular thing. I got a cope, so I took a bump last night, just to cope.
Well, because I guess I hate to go back to like music and stuff, and now it's always like I had that perk today, and that's running back with something else. So it's always
right.
You think the singing, the rapping is really influencing how many people is doing coke?
I think it's all of it. I think they all are influencing the fact that people can go in there and say, "Yeah, I was crazy. I was on Molly yesterday. It was a good time." Like that's.
I mean, the scissor was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yo,
Yeah.
remember Future he tried to stop rapping about doing Molly and popping perks and sipping lean, but he couldn't. Like the raps just was trash. So
Yeah, they said, "No, you can't, sir.
right.
You have to keep singing about what we know about you."
I'm like,
And
at what point do you run out of drugs? Nigga, you been popping perks and mollies for like since 2006.
Yeah.
It
So
stopped when you say, "Oh, we gonna miss him."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think only when it gets serious. I don't know, because I know Which Girl had a bad case of it when he was doing the scissor, and he had started having seizures and stuff. But that was the only person that I knew that. Yeah, but I don't know if he stopped or he just moderation.
Man, it looked like he's going full on.
Yeah, because he does look better nowadays. Now I see him nowadays when he's out.
Ugly, but he look better.
Well, I mean, but he looks healthy,
like a monster.
Yeah, I mean,
He looks like a monster.
I didn't say that. I was.
It's the tattoos for me. I was just like, I need you to go to a better tattoo artist because they look like jailhouse tattoos. And we can tattoo on, because I believe that I am of a chocolate skin tone and I should be able to get something that looks good. But he always looks like he's sickly.
Yeah, because too much. That's why.
Yeah.
Too many tattoos. And then he got them on his face and on his neck and all this shit.
You doing
Dude,
too
where's
much.
your face at, brother? Fart face.
Yeah. All right.
You call him fart face?
I said art face.
Oh, I'm like, why you call him that?
Fart face.
Yes.
Anybody know?
Yes. There's nothing wrong with fart face. I mean, it's a fart face, but
Anybody know who Rashi Rice is? I do not know who Rashi Rice is.
that sounds familiar. He play football or something?
Maybe
Oh
because
Lord,
he
They do sound like a football player.
I feel like he
he
played
got
for the Kansas City Chiefs.
he does. He got in a car accident and I guess he left the scene in
Oh
Dallas
shit.
the other day.
Oh,
Oh man,
I thought you was gonna say he was in Philly.
over here,
Yeah.
Right down the street
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
probably.
I guess they walked away from the crash site, but it's still. I mean, if it's registering your name,
where you going, bro? Like, where you going? Jesus, what
maybe
he may have to sober up first.
it says his vehicle. He wasn't in the vehicle, so whoever he lent it to,
Allegedly.
Wow.
they left it like, bro, you know that's registered in my name. You can't just walk away.
Just put my whole life in danger.
Right.
Just
But
away.
I just was curious because I saw it popped up earlier.
Oh, I like how you brought it back. I like how you brought it back, Angie. I see what you did there.
What you do?
She sang the Jade song, "Don't Walk Away."
I heard her singing. I couldn't pick it up.
That was good. That was good.
What else is going to AT&T? I am an AT&T subscriber. I guess they had a data breach, so a lot of people's information is on the dark
All the
web.
time.
Look, y'all know where I work, right? Or do you know where I work?
Yeah.
I don't.
I work for AT&T.
Mm.
So we was like, who didn't do an order? Who messed us up?
Right. That is
But
funny.
it was
Everybody
also
did
other carriers that I don't know if AT&T was just the biggest one that but I hope that y'all enjoy your $5 coupon
Yeah.
because that's all they're giving out
Well, that's big money right there. That's big money.
A $5 coupon for what though?
for
Or having your stuff on the dark
Basically
web.
saying
No,
sorry.
but like, what does it
The
do
whole
for
day.
like? What can you get for the $5 coupon? Is it
Oh,
like
you talking about the outage? I was talking about the outage. Yeah, when the outage was out. Is that related to the data breach?
I think so.
Oh man.
Because it was
That
an
makes
outage, and then they had like this other issue. So yeah,
Oh man.
It was probably China trying to tap in. It's all right.
it's no telling.
Speaking
there's
of
been
Yeah,
China,
I have to go with there's no telling. I'm gonna go with that. Let's stick with there's no telling.
Because remember,
Why
like
not?
MGM had like a breach too.
yeah, they did. Right.
So like
They were
you
down
couldn't
for a while.
do right. You can do anything. So it's like, what's going on with the whole data series and the cloud? It's being
China.
infiltrated. People are way smarter than what
I'm
we
telling you.
what we're making assumptions to, and I'm just hoping that we don't really have like a serious outage or a breach where we can't, like, I can't call you no more, or everything is just shut down.
China.
Yeah, I think I need stuff with security. I needed more closed circuit joints. I need more closed circuit joints so you can't have too much influence. I mean, once you pull my data in, I need to take it. I need to take it somewhere where it can't be influenced somewhere else. It need to be right in a closed circuit and stick there until you need to pull it on one at a time. But I don't know.
So
I'm not a tech guy, so I don't know.
So do you think that that's what's going to help with TikTok being banned here?
I don't understand. I think no, because I mean, I don't believe in the TikTok ban. I don't even understand it. Because if you think it's China been spying. If that's the case, you think that they were just using TikTok,
Right.
And I think they were just talking about re-signing a bill for the government to spy on them, their own citizens. So it's like, oh, you just mad because y'all ain't the only people spying?
Yo, and then I think, like, I look at it like this. Like, I think that if TikTok, because what would happen is that they would have to pretty much America would have to buy TikTok, right? If they want to keep it up, right? They're trying to buy it. So if China sells their algorithm, especially, then it's like that's all the TikTok right there, right?
Right.
But then China got Tesla and they got like other shit there, so they could be like, well, fuck that, Tesla can't be here no more. And then where's Tesla gonna go? Like,
Well,
that's
that
it.
part's not an issue. You can find places to put a factory at.
Not for cheap.
Yeah, they'll put it in India or Mexico or
Cambodia.
yeah,
It
they'll
ain't
find
even gonna be the
them.
same. It ain't even gonna be the same quality of stuff, man.
How you know? You don't know until they get
Because the
there.
Chinese people, man, listen, I just came from the airport. These Chinese people, they like way ahead of the future out this bitch, yo.
You came from the China? You came from an airport in
Chinese
China?
airport?
Yo, I
What
just
the
saw,
airport got to do with it?
no,
Okay.
because let me tell you something. I saw these Chinese people. They had
Yo.
a suitcase, and the baby was on the suitcase, right? But it had a back to it and everything. Like this motherfucker, it looked like it was scientific, like some old crazy shit.
I've seen them already. They got them
I'm
here.
telling you, but they only fit Chinese kids. They don't fit they can't fit American kids. We all over.
I
They
ain't
all
coming back.
overweight.
I ain't coming back.
Right. Come back, Lou.
I ain't
They
coming
all
back.
overweight. They all overweight, so they can't fit in Chinese. They can't fit American kids on there. Only the little Chinese.
The
kids.
views and comments of Yoda are
Right.
Cut that. What's like? Well, this is at the hour 35-minute mark. Don't forget to cut that. Oh my God.
Stop acting like y'all be scrolling on TikTok and see all the Chinese shit. Y'all be like, yo, that's lit. Yo, they killing them out there.
not my TikTok.
And we don't got none of it.
Yeah.
We don't got
But
none of it.
you probably do got all. They had those suitcases here though. I've seen them.
That's just one thing.
What else?
That's just
What else?
one thing. They got everything.
We got everything too.
Nah, no, we don't. Yeah, because we got it from them. It's say made in China.
Well, that's because you just said it because you said they have cheaper labor. That's why it's made in China. I remember back in the day, and that's only because remember, I don't know when it happened, but remember everything used to be made in Taiwan, and then China said, "Nah, we don't fuck with Taiwan like that." So now everything's made in China.
That's interesting.
They've been having a big.
It's a really cool country. I've been.
Taiwan used to be part of China at one point, so they still want to be back. China still want. I don't understand this thing about let me have this country back. Like, let them be who they been. It ain't helping you at all. Like same with Russia. Like Russia, come on, man, let's let it go. You will never be the USSR again. Let it go, bro.
Hong Kong. Like what's going on with Hong Kong?
Yeah, like I don't understand why
Hong
they
Kong
want
was
it
back
back.
to being China run, so it's like
but it wasn't for a while.
Oh yeah. So
we're gonna get canceled for this segment.
No, I was just talking about the opposites where
No, just
like, people
Yoda.
can just.
It was good.
Like, I don't understand.
I can't be canceled. Nobody listens to me.
We should.
True. That's true.
Okay, so
nobody listen to me. You can't be canceled.
well, let me segue to something else then. So, have y'all
I'm gonna bring
seen?
up China in this too, whatever it is. Watch.
Have y'all seen? I'm still going with TikTok. The chick that was tried to have an interaction with Anthony Mackie, and she had a 2-minute rant about how Anthony Mackie was absolutely rude to her. So Anthony Mackie lives in New Orleans. He's chilling. He's at the gas station, cigar in hand, bumping his music, windows down.
Sidebar: he shouldn't be at the gas station with a cigar. That's dangerous.
Well, I mean, he's chilling.
It's flammable. It's flammable.
Cigar.
That's flammable.
So
now, if she was having a rant about that, that'd be one thing, but that's not.
I'm sure that's not what it was.
I don't know if it was lit or not. He might have just been ready to go. She's like, I'm a fan. Oh, he was the rudest, absolutely rudest man alive. Because I went to him, hey, I'm really nice, and I just wanted to, just tell you I really enjoyed your movies and da da da. And he said, stop, no. And she went on a 2-minute rant and talked about how rude he was to her.
That's not rude. If that's all he did, that's not rude at all. Stop talking to me. People talk to me every day. I don't need to hear this. He has every right to say, get the fuck away. Like, leave me alone. But if he ain't say, bitch, get the fuck out, that's rude.
He didn't.
He said, stop. Leave me alone. Like, leave him alone.
Sensitive and shit. Just leave him alone.
Now you got a 2-minute rant because you had an interaction that now you're not a fan. So what?
Right. Now you're not a fan. Now you're not gonna pay your $10 10,
No,
50.
18.
Oh,
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
See, I go to $5 Tuesday, so I don't.
That's true. You should. Everybody should. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Sidebar. A couple weeks ago, I said Drecker beer would cost more than $10 a can. I was wrong. I just want everybody to know that for the record. Because remember, I was like, I gotta take out my college fund. You still gotta take out your kids' college fund to buy some of these beers, but you don't gotta pay double digits per can. Not double digits per can.
Not out the college fund.
It's close. I mean, 401ks,
our future.
401ks,
Right.
UNICEF. You got a UNICEF fund? You can get some money out of that.
So how was I mean, because Bruce and Banner is famous, so how would you feel?
Yo, that's crazy.
I guess it's the energy on how you approach it. I think because some people have no problem with, and because they feel like without the public, they wouldn't be as successful as they are. So they take it all in. But I guess it's the energy that you approach me with. I don't know.
Right.
But think about it. If you were famous,
I'll definitely go tell them talk to Rob, but not me.
But if I start having interaction, that means there may be 20 more people behind me that want to take the selfie.
Right.
That's a problem.
A conversation, and I need to go and pick up my kids.
Right.
I need to stop you right where you are. Stop.
Yeah, I get it. But you Captain America now, bro.
I'm not Captain America when I'm at the gas station with a cigarette trying to blow this gas station up. I'm not Captain America. Man,
that's probably what he was trying to get away with before.
I'm just Mr. Mackey. I'm just Mr. Mackey. Now, I think if it's like a press release and if it's like a certain specific time where he's supposed to be seen as Anthony Mackie, the actor that played Captain America, yeah, I got this time. But if I'm just at the gas station, like, I can tell you leave me alone. I should be able to.
I feel like that's not a problem.
Yeah, call me on my business hours. We don't be calling a CPA when it's after 5. You know what I mean? Unless they tell us to. So that man ain't off.
Yeah, but that's different. It's different when you're you celebrity. It's not actor Anthony Mackie. He's
People
now a
think that you need
celebrity.
to be on. Yeah, you need to be on at 24/7.
I hear what you're saying, but I agree with you saying too, Angie. Like, what if one person see me now, 20 people see me, and I got someplace to be, or I just don't feel like it today?
Right.
Whereas
I feel like I have the right to not feel like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, unless I'm getting, and if I'm Anthony Mackie, if I'm not getting paid for the appearance, I ain't signing no autographs. I ain't saying hello. I'm not saying hello.
I'll have to see the video because if he said to me, I'm gonna have a problem.
Yo, he gave you the 1997 the hand.
Like, no, I'm just saying I love your work. Like, he could have just said thank you and just pulled off. Like,
what if she kept going though? Like, what if she kept going? I feel like how like he's had so many of these interactions where she's only this is her first or second, maybe. You know what I mean? Like every day, somebody come up to him and be like, "Oh, I love your work," and it's just like, bro, I know, but I don't want to be that famous. I don't want to be.
I love your work. I want to be able to tell you I love your work.
Thank you.
And let that be it.
Right. But what if I say thank you and now you think that's a window to my soul now?
Yeah.
Or
I can see both. I mean, I wouldn't go on a 2-minute rant. I wouldn't go on a 2-minute rant.
Yeah, I did definitely not. I would have told y'all. I would have told y'all, but I wouldn't.
I'd be like Anthony Mackie just put his hand in my face.
She should have licked his hand. She should have licked it.
Oh, that would have been great. That's assault though. I think that's assault.
Right.
Baby. You can't lick without consent, Yoda. Yeah, you can't lick nobody without consent.
Right.
And sometimes you're ill. That probably stinking to me.
Because if he would have said after me, I would have said Don Cheadle was better anyway, son.
I like Terrence Howard more, motherfucker.
Rob was one of them dudes who be like, "Yo, shorty." She be like, "No, I ain't got time."
You're like, bitch. You bitch.
I like your ass anyway.
Yeah, yes you did.
I don't do that. No, but if you put your hand in my face like that,
You do that to celebrities. You do that to celebrities and girls that put their hand in your face. Don't,
No,
ladies out there. Rob is taken, but don't you dare put your hand in his face. You're gonna see so many people put their.
I'm not gonna approach any ladies anyway. But if a celebrity,
That's what I said. I prove. Yeah.
If a celebrity,
remember the Jamie Foxx?
I mean, I think celebrity it comes with a certain amount of things you got to put up with. It's not. I didn't make the rule.
I don't think
Not every day, but and not every day. Like so it's a fine line. Like so, it's say I'm off my job, right? Say I'm not acting. I don't have a gig, and I'm like off for 3 straight weeks. Maybe like 5 of them days, people can come up to me, and I'm feeling good enough to be like, yeah, thank you for telling me that. Here's an autograph. But them other 20 days, like, nah, get out of here.
I don't know. Unless
Maybe I just had a bad business deal.
Or maybe 20 people just talk to him. Maybe he just got done talking to people.
Maybe he had to take a shit. I mean, it could be anything.
Maybe he had to take a shit.
yeah.
No one wants to talk to you when they have to take a shit. Like, fucking like.
You gotta go to the gas station.
And I'm at the gas station to take my shit. I feel like he got better options. At the gas station.
Maybe it hit him while he was at the gas station. He like, God damn, I gotta hurry up.
Oh, you know what? He ate some gas station sushi real quick, and then he walked to pump his gas, and the lady started talking to him, and that's when his stomach started bubbling. And now he like, bitch, get out of my way! I gotta get to this bathroom.
In the public, when you're in the public, I think it'd be different if I came and knocked on Anthony Mackie's door and said, "Yo, I'm a big fan." At his house, that's different. But if you're in a public space, like I'm busking for these I'm busking you with these
I'm about to bust it wide open for Anthony Mackie. Come on, baby, tell me something, baby.
like that might have been because again, it might have meant nothing to him. But if he would have said, "I appreciate you so much, thank you," that might have meant the rest of her life. She was like, "Oh my goodness, Anthony Mackie."
Look, and I think Anthony Mackie and other stars do not realize like they can make or break a person's opinion of them with that one interaction, because I've had a million interactions.
But
you know what I mean?
That he doesn't really care for the one-on-one interaction.
But in saying that, like, it's a fine line, bro. Like, you famous, like you Captain America. Like, you can't like it's definitely a fine line. Like, you could definitely be like, not today. I don't know. I just think the lady don't have no right giving a 2-minute rant about it.
I get it.
The checks he was getting before Marvel and after. I mean, hey, you just gotta look at them checks. Them checks look different than when you was on He Hate Me.
8 Mile. 8 Mile. Your 8 Mile days is not Captain America days. But he still may see his life as I'm 8 Mile, I'm still a struggling artist. You never know how people. I just think he had a bad day. I feel like it's different. It's so much training in acting. Like, that's part of the training. Like, you got to try to be on as much. But some days you ain't on, man. Like, fuck these people in this world. But I gotta get gas. I still gotta fucking get gas. Leave me the fuck alone, lady. I didn't cuss at her. Didn't call her a bitch or nothing. Look, all he did was put his hand. I want to see I would love to see the video. And then you run up on me with this camera in my face, man. No pictures. Pictures.
What if you see the video and she just didn't mention that he called her a bitch? Because that part didn't bother her. The hand did.
Oh, she liked being called in.
She liked that bitch part. She liked the bitch part. God damn.
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, daddy.
Mm-hmm. That.
Yep. All the things could change after that.
Right.
That might be her kink. That might be her kink. Who knows?
Yeah. What if you saw the video and he ain't do none of that? He just said, "Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. Have a good day."
What if he gave her an autograph and a hug?
Yeah. Gave her a picture and everything. Signed the picture, printed it out. Let's go to Kinko's right next door, print out this picture so I can sign it for you. She's like, "This motherfucker hates me." Like, what? It could have been any of these. We need to see the video.
Thank you, and just window back up. If he said thank you and wrote his window back up, all right, hey, it is what it is. And he said enough. He said thank you. He acknowledged you.
So I think that's the line. If it's a one-on-one interaction, the famous celebrity should just at least say thank you.
Right.
But anything
after, I want to talk more. then
Then I'm rolling my window. I'm out of here. I'm revving up the engine. Yeah, I like that.
Because literally, I was riding down. I was in New York, and I saw Spike Lee. I was like, I love what Black Klansman had just went out. I said, I love Black Klansman. I yelled out the window, and he was like, and that was enough. It wasn't like hey, let me jump out the car and see if I can shake his hand. No, I was like, oh my God, there's Spike Lee. And I was just still in shock that I even yelled that. So,
right. And he probably, and we still missing the fact that he probably knew, damn, she got me on camera. I'm smoking this cigar by this tank.
At this gas station. Yeah, you already illegal.
Maybe he was trying to save her. He said,
right. That's what happened, lady. You got to understand the progress here. I'm trying to save your life. Saving your life. That's funny.
What else?
Or she just went on that rant so we could talk about her for 15 minutes.
She got that. We ain't say her name though.
Yeah, I don't. But I still got to go look and find this video. It's on TikTok. You said it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Let me check it out before it go away. Or TikTok get banned. What else is? I think that's pretty much it. What I want to say before we go, I want to say, well, all the people who lost someone on the bridge that happened in Baltimore, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. I'm sure people are already making conspiracy theories about that. I'm sure because that's what people do. We love conspiracy theories. And I was about to start one in at work, but I decided not to.
About the bridge.
I don't think people realize how big that fucking ship was.
Yeah, that big. That ship
is in Empire State Building. They said it was something like that big or that heavy.
Yeah.
So it can demolish a bridge like Legos.
Yeah, but
especially that type of bridge.
Too.
Well, it's also the type of bridge. The trestle bridge are like dominoes, so it's like if one piece goes, then that's why it all goes. It's not like it's not like a suspension bridge. And I mean, our engineer said it could go too, but the way those trestle bridges are built is built because it has those type of that effect. So if it one piece goes, if the link in the chain is gone, it's all gone. Which is why they put those. They build in I guess the boat defense system where they put those big cinder blocks in front of the pillars. Now they're building one in front of Delaware Memorial Bridge. So that's if they hit that, and then it's enough. But it was crazy to see because when you watch the video, you see people just flying. So they must have told them already, like, "Yo, I don't know how much time you got, but you need to get over this bridge immediately."
Because I heard they tried to stop the traffic.
Yeah, they did stop a lot of it. They heard they stopped majority of the traffic, but there were some people that were already passed. I know people didn't get to the construction workers quick enough to let them know because I think that they found at least two of the gentlemen. They were still in their car. So that was because if the car's not open, I mean, if the window's not open, it's hard to break glass. I think with all that pressure. Because I can imagine how deep it is because you got to have those big old boats, so it has to be trudged deep enough that they can get in and out. So it has to be pretty
it's
deep.
It's at least 50 feet, right? At least.
At least. I was like, this is when I woke up to it. I was like, that is my worst fear. I hate bridges, and I was like, that's one of my worst fears.
You just unlock like this is really happening out here, like just wow, and then just how fast. Like I'm glad I never heard about the people like them warning and there wasn't a lot of people and people were speeding across. I didn't hear about that, so I'm thankful of that. But like I thought when I woke up, I just heard it had hit, but I didn't hear or see what happened. So I thought it had hit, and it was like, oh, you got 15 minutes, clear the bridge. I didn't know it was like immediate. That shit fucked me up, man.
The stress call. So
yeah. I didn't. I look. My knowledge of it is just seeing that video and hearing about it the morning of because I can't watch none of that shit.
Yeah, because they played the voices. They was like,
"Oh, all right."
They shut
no, I can't.
They shut it down. They shut it down. So respect. Rest in peace to it. And
flying across the bridge, trying to take in the chance. Like hearing, hey, get over the bridge immediately or stop, and you like, I'm gonna try. I think
they were already too far gone. Though. I think they were already.
But you said that there was people that were speeding, like you could see it. There's people that are definitely going 80, 90 as fast as they can go across the bridge.
Which way? Do I go backwards? Is that gonna be quicker, or do I go forwards quicker?
How was the bridge long? Like I don't how long
like
was
it's a decent,
like a mile or something?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I've been over the bridge before. So
I have too, but it's not a normal bridge that we go over to travel back and forth through through Baltimore. But I have been.
A lot of trucks go there because they can't go through the tunnel. So yeah, I was like, yo, that is, I couldn't even. That's just one of my worst fears. Like, what do you do,
bro? It really is, man.
Done it. You gotta, but yeah. So prayers to their families who lost someone. I think they recovered for 2. I think 4 is still missing. They have not recovered, and it's going to be a long time to get that bridge out that water. I heard they started. It's going to be quite of a hefty load.
They said like a year or 2 years before the report is done.
Yeah.
It took them like 18 hours just to get on the boat.
All right. Yeah. Well, because I think the crane that was able to pick most of that stuff just arrived Thursday. I think it got there. So now they have, I think, the 7 tugboats. They need 7 crane tugboats. I think they said the shipyard, the Coast Guard's tug machines. They said they need a lot to start moving that stuff out. So because it's one of the most busiest ports as well. So it also affects. So there may be some quick inflation that goes up as well because people can't get the products from off.
They said Delaware stands to make a little bit of money because of the Delaware River. They're gonna be diverting a lot of that stuff to the ports, and
they already started
in Delaware and Chester and Philly. Yeah,
I think New York and Delaware have already started getting some of the.
I just found out that Delaware fought so hard to have that river named after them because they get a piece of everything that goes up and down the river. But Jersey don't get any of it.
Well, we were at the first day, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Way to fight.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Lou Gossett Jr. He passed away as well. Over the weekend. Was that weekend or the 28th? I guess Friday.
Since we're doing rest in pieces, rest in peace to my father-in-law. He passed away this weekend. I love you, bro.
Sorry,
Rest in peace to him.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right. Before we go, we want to thank again for having our guest host. Summer way to go out. But we want to thank our guest host for coming on. This is Andy from
You didn't have to end it there. We're gonna talk about something else for 5 seconons.
We could talk about
we still want to talk about
we could have talked about little Chinese kids.
No.
The women of South Carolina just won and went to the Final Four. How about that?
Oh, nice.
There we go.
They on their way to the Final Four. And congratulations to the men that punched their ticket last week, or whenever y'all listen to this. Yeah, whenever they listen to this, it could be last week. It could be last night.
UConn destroyed Illinois.
They just destroying everybody.
How UConn winning the whole thing? So
you're probably gonna made a good bet there. That's probably a good bet. That's ridiculous what they doing.
Yeah, Houston went out because once she went down, I know.
Go Duke! Go Duke! Yeah, baby. Yeah, but once that changed the whole game. Once the point guard for Houston went out, that changed the whole game.
He was like the conference player of the year or something. So once you go out,
and defensive player of the year.
Yeah, so it's
he was the offensive and defensive player of the year.
No, it was crazy, but shout out
and
they had a good run.
And this Sunday, that as we record this, so tomorrow, the Iowa faces LSU in a rematch for the national championship for the women in college basketball. So that'd be a good, nice watch.
It's to get to the national championship, right?
No, this is to get to the Final Four.
Final Four.
Whoever wins this makes it. It's a rematch of last year's championship game. Whoever wins this one makes it to the Final Four. Yeah,
gotcha.
College basketball on fire, man. Women's and men's. They had a good little tournament. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. Most of my picks were good up until last week. Until yesterday. Then I went to Shallywag because you had some other folks that won. Because I had all 1s and 2s in the Final Four anyway. So you did good all the way until the second weekend. Sweet 16 was good for you. It did not. Yeah. All right. Before we go, we always like to know how people can find everybody on the social medias, and if you want to give a little spiel about being Black and Craft as well, Angie, how can people find all about who you are and what Black and Craft is all about?
So, being Black and Craft, we don't apologize for recognizing our influence on craft beer. We do a show every Monday via YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as Facebook. We have a guest every week, and we are basically just talking about anything fermentable that is people of color. And 7 o'clock Central, and however that is for your area, because I'm so like,
Good
I
afternoon.
never
Good
can
evening this
remember all
morning.
the. Yeah, so we have wonderful guests, and I am excited for June because we will be having some special guests. Teaser, teaser, teaser in June. And we are going to do a wonderful deep dive on hood drinks or club drinks.
Oh.
Sounds
Stay tuned.
good. I can't wait to get an invite to this show. I feel like we should.
You know what?
Me too.
I'm forecasting so early because I am a one-man band. So I'm doing my my due diligence, but you will definitely get invited.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right, Lou.
My name is Lou Belgium. I'm on them Instagrams.
Yo.
You can find me at IM302YODA on Instagram.
And you can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at X at Brews and Banter Podcast, or Brews and P on X. And TikTok is Brews and Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. For now, anyway, you listen to the podcast, even though they haven't went away yet. But they are still.
And they always say they
still there.
Yeah, they're still around.
You can even listen to us on Amazon Music and say, Alexa, play Brews and Banter Podcast, and Pandora and iHeart. So everywhere, like I said. I want to make sure people know iHeart. Check them out. You can check us there too. That's the number one platform to listen to podcasts I heard is iHeart. And if you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruising. Ping, ping, ping. There it is. You can also go to www.bruisingbanter.com if you want the swag line is back open. So if you want to get some merch, you can definitely go there and grab you some of that swizzle. I don't have any on right now, and I got He Is Risen for Easter shirt on. Dunking on the devil. Got Jesus dunking on the devil.
Shout out to them Christians.
Yeah. This has been episode 244 of Brews and Banter Podcast. Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Woohoo!